soil? That's curious.
A long way from Waterdeep.
Pay no mind to those. You're probably safe so long as I am here.
With haste.
But if you do not trust me, take the weight from the pressure plate there.
Not as bad as it could have. Don't waste a step.
Have no fear. The traps aren't meant for you. But, better to stick close, eh? The only patch of wilderness this city permits me. There ought to be supplies here to aid us.
The Archdruid's eyes and ears have fallen away in her absence. I'm training new ones.
I bring word of gnomes! Gnomes in the sea!
Down by the Blushing Mermaid, there's a stink of something fey. Smell of arse, too. But Boss doesn't care about that.
There's been killings in a holy place. Stinks of incense and blood.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Keen eye. But if it's supplies you seek, weapons to aid in our fight, you won't find them behind that door. There is nothing back there of worth to anyone but me. Not a wild shape I have mastered. Just yet. On my word, all you will find inside is dust. And the moldering keepsakes of a much younger woman. But then, perhaps I make too much of this. How can I beg privacy when I was not half so trusting on our first meeting? Pass then. Go on. See what it is a foolish old Harper thinks worth hiding away. Yes? I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, they had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice? Of course I was. You met her, did you not? The girl had opinions before she had teeth. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both. A gift from my husband. I've had to renew parts over the years, but the heart remains the same as the day he gave it to me.
Rite of the Timeless Body. What's that about? I'd best ask Jaheira.
My favorite traveling companion.
Yes? The threat of spanking never kept the children from poking through my things. Why should it deter you? It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. In greener days, I might have been strong enough to do it. I might be yet, with the right preparations. Do not look at me like that. I have been content to see the span of my natural years. A privilege far too few in this world can claim. I do not speak of clinging to life for its own sake, I just look back on that life's work and I wonder, is it done? The dead three plague the world still. The city still falls prey to small minds like Gortash or lost souls like Orin. It is every Harper's hope to be a light that drives out darkness. But I've lived long enough to see so many of those lights burn out, while the shadows cling stubbornly on. Knowing that, isn't it our duty to burn on if we can? To fight for as long as we are able?
To accept death is to surrender.
And to fight it is to doom yourself to defeat. Well answered. In truth, I had put this ritual from my mind. Until last light. Trapped in that darkness. I turned to my research again. What if I was a little stronger? As fast as I once had been. Then you came. And made the question moot. But I kept this. Just in case, I told myself. A final resort. Perhaps you were not the savior you seemed. I had learned better than to think of life as some simple tale after all. There is no guarantee of happy endings, or true heroes. I believe that still. But when I look on all that we have achieved since, I wonder perhaps it is not heroes we need. Only people who are willing to try. I do not know what manner of story that makes. But I do know that without an ending, it would be no story at all. So I will accept mine. When and however it comes. As for this city story, well... Well, that is entirely your problem now, Cub. And age better, too. She who is most weathered is also most wise. But I do not plan on going anywhere just yet. And besides, you still have a tadpole in your skull. You are almost certainly going to die first. Always nice to be wanted.
No one's stopped me yet.
It looks so small from here. It looks so small from here.
Keep a blade close. Not just a world to explore, but an entire cosmos.
Makes me dizzy. Feet planted firmly on Faerun, please.
I applaud your taste.
Collier, Capri, and Nadia. So many worlds still to travel. One day.
Incredible. To think how many worlds exist beyond this tiny speck within a speck I call home.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. Realm space is vast. Countless worlds to be mapped. Kingdoms to be conquered.
What shall it be?
Imagine all that lies beyond the stars. Even I feel small in comparison.
Planets beyond our own, and planes beyond those. I have headaches enough on this little patch of Earth, thank you.
I read a story once of great fleets doing battle between the stars. I wish it were true.
What am I to do? So many worlds out there. You'd need 1,000 lifetimes to see them all. More.
Very well.
Mayonnaise! I did not nibble at the body, no matter how much I wanted to.
Boss says this work makes us honorary harlots, harpies. Ooh, sounds nice.
If you are not meant to be here, the Archdruid's traps will say to you. If If you have business, be about it. If you do not, poke around and see what happens. If you are not meant.
Thank you for looking out for her. Now bring her back alive. She's too old for any heroic death nonsense.
Stranger things have happened in
Beyond
Baldur's
that
Gate.
gate is the upper city, housing the great and the good of Baldur's Gate.
You yearn for a better class of company, Astarion?
God's no. Who'd want to spend time with anyone, great or good?
Can't even browse.
Those clanky great steel watchers. Bloody hate them. No matter what the mouth says.
Oi, you! Get in the bloody queue!
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord, Baldur. Together, we shall transcend. You see, face.
Wonder if the gods are
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while you've been flying.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
Another witness to my sacrament. How fortunate. It's unusual for prey, razor, but then together we shall transcend. A challenger. My lord tests me. This pit is awful. Will be your grave, challenger.
No run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with clients.
Moore's cut. Another witness to my sacrament. How fortunate. I will savor your final breath. My last kill before becoming.
I will ascend. You bow, or you break. Nowhere to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while. No time to waste.
Things have happened in Baldur's Gate, you say.
Into position.
Listen up!
Thou tree-loving leper.
Fleet of foot.
Let's end this.
What's this?
Poor fucker.
Need to act fast. On my way.
On your command.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did. Can you believe what that monster was doing?
So Jaheira is willing to embrace mortality, the ultimate form of retirement, and that's thanks to impressing her through your actions. Quite the compliment.
Just when I think I can't respect Jaheira anymore, she hits me with a grenade right to the heart. I couldn't agree with her more. There's more to life than time. It isn't about how long you're here. It's about what you do with whatever time you've got. And Jaheira? Well, I don't think anyone spent their hours better than her.
I should have known it would be you. Thank you. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back. A rising star, you say? Then perhaps it's a good job I ran into him. I was on my way to the upper city when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see if I could help. It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession. These killings aren't random. In fact, they seem to be part of some sort of test. That document you showed me before, the one with the victims' names on it, that was the briefing. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Baal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. It grants them access to a tribunal. From what I could gather, it's some sort of rite of initiation for aspiring cultists to prove their worth. And it's taking place beneath Candlehollow's tombstones. Like I said before, it's not something I can look into in an official capacity. But you... And I'll pick up where I left off. The upper city. When I'm done, I'll stop by the Basilisk Gate.
No time to rest.
A hero of legend, passing the figurative torch onto us. We'd best not disappoint her. The thought of a scolding from Jaheira's ghost is not one I particularly relish.
Should I ever take to the astral plane, I'll have no need of scrolls to secure my immortality. Still, it is becoming of a mortal to accept their fate, as Jaheira does. Not everyone is meant to live longer than the stars.
Jaheira's wisdom is plain to see. One of the greatest ways in which you can serve nature is to surrender your body back to it when the time comes. It may be some centuries before my flesh is ready to yield, but I hope I shall be bold enough to follow in her path when the day comes.
I would live forever if I could. Death is not rest or relief. It is only ever a form of defeat. In destroying the scroll, Jaheira has shown her readiness to give up the fight. We must not follow her example.
Jaheira has steel in her, I'll say that. It's not easy to walk away from immortality. Most people would have held on to that scroll for as long as they could bear to. Probably a century or two longer than that.
How much farther can I go?
You know, I heard it was a ballast that tried to kill my figure. Feel more
A passphrase, Sicarius, and a location. We should find this Candle Hallow place.
Are you sure it's not a trapped nerve?
I am, thank you.
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur. Horsecack!
Park's no place for a stroll anymore. More likely to find a muggin than a picnic these days.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. She has a tadpole.
Or perhaps you'll find something bloodier. The Absolute's warriors are at work, just beyond here. You'd be wise to not interfere, brother. Nothing's going on. And even if there was something, you'd be wise to ignore it. Absolute's business. Got it? Now be off. In her name.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
You know, I've never seen this place in the daylight before.
I always loved this park. Spent a lot of time here as a boy battling imaginary monsters.
Oh. I was going to say it looks wretched. The dark hid all the kitschy details.
The Society of Brilliance has quite the reputation. Even Water Davian academics refer to their works from time to time.
They talk a great deal, but do very little. Which may be for the best.
I take it you're not inclined to study the wonders of the Underdark?
Its inhabitants and cultures, maybe. Its fungi and cave slime, no thank you.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Peaceful for the moment. But for how long?
The only moment you're living in is this one.
I'm sorry. I don't think I can help you. I'm not fit for service. Cazador always warned us to stay clear of this neighborhood. Never said why, though.
The last spawn who tried was sunk into the cobblestones and left for the sun to find. I had an unfortunate taste for theatrics in my youth.
Ah, yes. That was probably it. something over there.
I'm sure it's much more scared of us than we should be with.
I've seen a real ghost snap someone in half. Like an overfilled sausage. Well, my
Shacking up in a place like this.
saw a real ghost snap someone in half.
Quite an attractive target for Githyanki raiders.
They got back.
They plunder the village and fly off with the spoils.
What are you? Pirates?
To my people, all the plains are a vast garden to be weeded and picked.
Well, tell your mates to keep their hoes out of Baldur's Gate.
Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been stuck in my head since... Funny. I can't recall.
Greetings. Do you seek help? You are in the right place. Welcome. The House of Grief lies just within. We are here to help.
The House of Grief welcomes you and stands ready to ease your troubles. Welcome to the House of Grief. Or perhaps welcome is the wrong word, Shadowheart. There's been some debate whether you'd even show up and face the consequences of your actions. I assumed you tried to flee, like a craven.
Spare me your venom. I'm sure the Mother Superior will have plenty of her own.
All in due time. As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you. Follow me.
Hello, my dear.
You're supposed to guard the door. No more slacking, or I'll report you to her.
No need for that. Just needed to stretch my legs. Won't happen again.
My faith will guide me.
Still alive. So that's progress. Have to keep going.
You seek to be unburdened,
Yes? The mapping of the heart can reveal the way. Yet, there is another here whose need is great.
That voice. Allow me. I think I'm supposed to do this.
Do you know why you are here?
There is something I lost. No. Had taken from me. My family. My life. I want it all back.
Loss is a gift, girl. Do you still not understand that? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here?
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it. At any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of It's you.
Give me the honor of my name. In full.
I can't. My memories...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior... Lyconia Devere.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters. Good. Now descend. You have much to answer for.
An astral projection. Seems she's taking no chances with us.
I remember this place now. A whole stolen childhood spent in these halls. The Mother Superior must be close. Soon this will all be over.
Keep going. The Mother Superior's expecting you.
They already heard how you disgraced yourself before Lady Shah. How she marked you as the enemy. But it is quite another thing for them to see it for themselves. I am very glad you decided to return. A cautionary tale such as yours will be studied by Lady Shah's initiates for years to come.
Ah, you finally found yourself a following, Mother Superior. And you only had to hollow out their heads to do it.
Always a pleasure to see old acquaintances. But you would be wise to not interfere in this matter. But perhaps I can make a case for some small measure of mercy. Give me the artifact, and I can at least make this quick.
Enough. I don't answer to you. Not anymore. I'm here for my family. That's right. I know what you did. And it's not going to be quick.
This is your family. And now you have turned your back on it. The artifact was your last chance to prove yourself. And you squandered it. You there! Surrender this one to me now, and you can consider Lady Shah's forces your allies in the battles to come. As you like. Lilala! For Shah!
Can't even catch my breath. More's cat.
Let's spill some blood.
I shall not yield.
The dance macabre.
Time to strike. Taking position. Taste my fury.
One can't always be a gentleman.
I am Lady Shah's instrument. You cannot. I know your fears, girl. The unknown father, offering an embrace of fang and claw.
The night singer shall prevail.
The Dark Lady's foes must die!
Lady Shah's will shall be done, sure as night shall fall.
Shall be done! Her foes shall perish!
Time to push my luck again. Need to find a way forward.
Go for the throat.
The scent of blood is in the air.
Swift and lethal.
Let's light them up.
You shall never see sunlight again!
Handy.
Let's finish this.
This is the easy part. The mark of Mauler on the
Victor's path.
Yes?
Unleash me. Well, so much for peace.
As pride
Can you feel death's cold grip?
nature shall be defended at any cost. Every enemy of nature must fall.
time to strike.
Enemies afoot.
No gloom, all doom. Let's get going. Can't slow down.
Finish it. Send me to Lady Shah's embrace.
She still has answers I need. My parents. Where are they?
So blunt. Have you forgotten all the interrogation techniques I taught you? Where is the finesse?
Answer me!
They are right through that door in the Chamber of Loss, where they have been all along. You saw them many times, only we made you forget. But they didn't forget. They
watched as we molded you. They watched. They wept. They bled. Often at your hand. It may not be a happy reunion, but it will be a memorable one.
I know. But she's not lying. She made me in her image. Why? Why me? Why all this effort?
Lady Shah commanded me, and I obeyed. I do not question. I merely act as she wills me to. I had an enclave in Waterdeep, you know. Much grander than this. Shah ordered me to raise it. Kill all who followed me. Claim they betrayed me. When in fact, I slew those who showed nothing but loyalty. Shah had me do that. And I did. To cover my tracks. To usher in you.
What are you talking about?
You became my mission. To take a child of Selûne's and turn her over to Lady Shah. To show that all light fades and darkness will prevail in the end. All this was to make you into what the Dark Lady needed you to be. The planning, the training, those deaths in Waterdeep. It was all to groom you to replace me at her right-hand side. And still you threw it away. Sympathy is for the weak. I merely wanted to say my piece. I wanted her to know the cost of her education. Now, do what you will.
I want to see my parents. And I don't care what happens to this one. She's been in my head long enough already. Do what you like. I know you'll choose well.
What are you doing? Come back and finish this yourself. You owe me that.
Let go, Mother. Embrace loss.
She stands at the same crossroads you yourself once did, Viconia. But it seems you are not quite the teacher you thought.
I'm adept at it. Alluve.
This place is miserable, even for the house of a god.
Still draw breath.
No keyhole. Must be another way in.
After I moved something on the altar.
come to them.
I am prepared.
Never a dull moment.
Speak quietly. Shah's agents will be listening.
I feel odd. My memories feel more like dreams, or stories I've half overheard.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
Hmm? Did you... Are you talking to me?
I've not felt the presence of the Shadow Weave like this since we left behind that cursed darkness. We must be on our guard.
Breathe deep and move.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No, there is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jan. Our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you try to step away from me, every time you try to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them. Victory. Your victory is but a guttering candle in the dark. Temporary. Inconsequential.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
No, I can't. I came here for them.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going, that you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was, and still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
But the curse will just have to go on like this. Suffering. I didn't come this far just to give up at the final hurdle. We're leaving this place together. I'm going to take care of you.
Our time has passed, Jennifer. You must not let us burden you.
You're no burden. You're my strength. I think I know where my willful side comes from now.
But...
Hush, Arnel. Jen wants her family. Jen shall have her family. How can we help, dear?
Get out of this place as soon as your strength allows. There's a camp. You'll be safe there. Everything that's happened. Shah, my parents. It's almost too much to take in. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
Shah sought to rob Shadowheart of her family, of her true nature. But no more. Now the healing can begin.
Shadowheart looks so happy, doesn't she? She seems, found. In a way she never seen before, even when she was most devoted to Shah. Her folks must be so glad to have her back. And to see who she's become.
Shadowheart's search is concluded. The Night Singer may inflict pain upon her, but never her will.
Credit where it's due. Shadowheart is tenacious. And tougher than I expected. Pain can break anyone. But she bore it well. And got what she wanted. Even if she's damned herself to a lifetime of that same pain.
Shadowheart did what was right, knowing she stood to suffer for it. In so doing, she proved what it means to be a hero.
Privilege to witness such a reunion. Shadowheart deserves to have her family restored, and Shah has taken so much from her already.
Shar believes us so fearful of pain that we would empty our lives of all other feeling just to escape it. I will admit a petty sort of pleasure in watching Shadowheart make the goddess look ill-acquit.
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? That is, if you're not about to turn on me. It seems you no longer walk in the Dark Lady's shadow.
Shar condemned me. By her decree, you and I are enemies.
Only if you wish us to be. You may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times. Hard times. I will not turn on you, even if it angers Lady Shar.
That's good enough for me. I'm not sure what I expected coming back to this place. Certainly not a friend. There must be all sorts you can tell me. Things I can't even remember.
There are, but with the Mother Superior gone, I don't know if I can stay here to reminisce. Perhaps there's another enclave out there for me.
You don't need Shar.
You don't, perhaps. Not everyone is as brave. I'll leave come tomorrow. Come see me before then. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you some things to aid you. And we can catch up. Greetings. Do you seek to trade? As Shadowheart's friend, I'll extend the privilege to you as well. Be sure to get everything you need.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
I can still scarcely believe it. You've returned, and the Mother Superior is gone. So much can change, so quickly. Remains to be seen. This place is all I've ever known. In time, perhaps I'll venture out there, see what I've been missing. But for now, old habits die hard. Well, you had a pet mouse for a while. It was against the rules, of course. You used to hide him under your robes and feed him from your rations. Nibbles. I suggested Bree, but you were having none of it. She caught you with him. Forced you to get rid of him in front of everyone. To make an example. You always loved animals. But you never let yourself get too close after that. I'm sorry. Not the sort of thing you want to hear, I'm sure. Well... You know that little scar on your elbow? I was there when you picked that up. It was years ago when we were initiates. Some of the others were intent on tormenting us until you showed them the error of their ways. I think it was 6 against 2, and most of them were bigger than us to boot, but you saw them off, all of them. There were some bruised lips and black eyes in the mess hall that night. And from then on, they left us alone. Or at least, they bothered us less. A collision between your elbow and the teeth of a girl called Baldur. She came away from it worse than you. She was on the same mission as you. I suppose she won't be coming back.
In any case, the Mother Superior soon broke up the fighting, though she didn't punish us. In fact, I saw her smiling. I think she was proud of you. Just small things, silly things. The sort you'd scarcely recall even if your memories were left intact. You had a little hiding place that you went to when you needed to get away. You brought me there sometimes. We'd talk, play, read, do each other's hair. The plait and fringe? Yes, on your instructions, of course. You were very intent on a bold look, I think you said. My hands were cramped by the time I finished, but you were very pleased. I like the new look as well, though. You always did like a dramatic touch. Hidden at the back of the storage area. Luckily enough, as quartermaster, I was able to keep it hidden back there. It should be, well, if not how you remember it, exactly as you left it. Be sure to get everything you need. Come tomorrow, I'll be gone.
Looking ahead. Moving in.
Soldier.
Can't give up now. What path lay before me?
I think I might have hurt people here. Learned how to break their bodies. Their spirits. Quiet in here now. But it wasn't always so. Screams rang off these walls. I swear I can almost hear them. How many people did I help break upon this thing?
There's a hole back there, behind the crates.
My old home. Strange. I don't remember it, but it's comforting to be here.
A mirror that steals memories. Very Sharon.
What's on your mind?
Breeze must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. Belching smoke and metal screeches. Keep the city peaceful, my arse!
Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Perhaps people lost faith. Or forgot about it. I wanted to come here. To see if I felt anything that I hadn't done before. Now that I know what I know. Now that I know who I am. No. For so long I only felt what she wanted me to. Now I have to do it for myself, and I feel like I'm drowning. So much time's been lost already. Most of it I can't even remember. And what I do remember, it would have been so much easier to just become a monster. I have my family back. And now I can't even look them in the eye. I don't deserve to be anyone's daughter.
That's not true.
Not even close.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this.
Alive? Free? Feeling? I've dreamt for years of seeing you like this.
Seeing you as yourself again, Jen. It kept us going all this time.
I can't be your Jennifer. Not as you remember her.
Of course you can.
No. I'd be turning my back on too much. Shadowheart is as much a part of who I am as Jennifer. I can't just forget her. That's not what I do anymore. Besides, Shadowheart still suits me. Even better than before, perhaps. You can't cast a shadow without some light. Don't worry. I'm still your daughter. If you want me to be.
I'll call you whatever you like, so long as you're happy. Now?
The Moon Maiden guides and helps us find our true selves. Shadowheart. Daughter.